I am a rural girl, and I spend still most of my time in rural northern eThekwini, even though I also reside in the city. So the Human Rights Commission is established by virtue of Chapter 9 of the Constitution, and it is constituted by 8 commissioners, whereas the mandate of the Commission is to protect, to promote, as well as to monitor the observance of human rights. We do so in 2 ways. The one is commissioners have focal areas, so areas of focus, but commissioners are also allocated provinces. So the province that I'm allocated to is KwaZulu-Natal. The current focal areas that I'm responsible for are land rights, the National Preventative Mechanism, as well as food security. The Human Rights Commission has a role to play in the land discourse. One cannot speak about any of the rights enshrined in the Bill of Rights in particular without access to land. Our role is to ask questions, particularly to the state, the extent to which the state has delivered on its own mandate to ensure that there is land reform. And that is the role of our focal area, to one, assess the extent to which the state has achieved its goals, what are the gaps, what are the challenges, and to remind the state of its obligations. The interest in my office is one that also asks the key questions about the quality of the food that we are being exposed to. Is the National Preventative Mechanism. South Africa is a signatory to various treaty bodies. One of those treaty bodies is the OPCAT. The OPCAT is an optional treaty against torture and mainly takes on a preventative mandate. By preventative, it says that states have an obligation to prevent torture. The focus of the NPM is in institutions where liberty is deprived. Correctional centers, police stations and cells, psychiatric institutions, places for youth in conflict with the law, old age homes, any area or institution where you are admitted into and you cannot leave without your own free will is a focus of the NPM, because that is where people are most vulnerable to torture. When people cannot leave without their free will, they become vulnerable to those who are taking care of them. So that is the main focus of the NPM. We visit these institutions. We assess the conditions of those who are housed within the institutions, both the conditions of those who are taking care of those who are housed and those who are in those admitted into those institutions. We are engaged in continuous forms of public education through the various projects that we conduct at the Human Rights Commission. Community engagements, dialogues, public engagements of various forms to educate the public about land reform, land rights, and of course then the current discourse on expropriation. We have on Human Rights Month for anyone, it would be to take a pause and to reflect on what the Constitution means when it says We are adopting this book primarily to heal.